Okay, look. World Warriors, let's be real for a second here. Do I actually need to review this episode? Like, would yous all be okay if I just said that this was the episode with...
This is delicious!
And...
Yes! Yes!
And also...
Guess you won't be needing those tapes I made for you. You want me to get rid of them?
And call it a day? Would that be okay? Can I do that?
Just get in the plane.
Yeah... Fair enough. The medium is the message. It is actually a phrase coined by Marshall McLuhan, meaning that the form of a medium embeds itself in any message it would transmit or convey, creating a symbiotic relationship by which the medium influences how the message is perceived. Somehow I doubt the friggin' Street Fighter cartoon is going to accurately represent McLuhan's sentiments, but hey, it's a cool episode title, I guess. We begin with a pickpocketing kid running away from an angry mob. The kid bumps into Guile in an alleyway, and the kid says that it's some kind of mistake and that he's innocent. Guile tries to play peacemaker and hear everyone's side of the story when dude just friggin' pulls a broken bottle, so Guile sonic booms his ass. I mean, no, not like he doesn't literally sonic his ass. I mean, just like he sonic... clip. And yeah, turns out the asshole had his wallet all along. Dude was ready to unleash an angry mob on a kid and cut someone with a friggin' bottle over a wallet he put in the wrong friggin' pocket.
Guess I just put it in the wrong pocket.
Idiot! So Guile treats the kid to a meal at a diner. Drink! But like, the check.
Yeah?
Escher summoned him via diner check? What? Was the waitress in on it? Also, can we just rewind for a second and talk about the geometry of this diner, because this scene is a friggin' mess. So, the first shot inside the diner. Guile and the kid are sitting at the kitchen counter enjoying their meal. The shot's angled slightly so you can see the wall to Guile's left as well as the wall opposite where they're facing. And behind them's a waitress taking an order from a guy behind them, sitting at a different counter? That's definitely not a table. That's definitely another friggin' counter, right? Also, because of the perspective we're given here, it actually looks like Guile's counter is angled wrong. It doesn't run parallel to the wall behind him. I know this is a lot to digest, so I've actually just went ahead and made a rough sketch. Okay, so... we're all caught up so far? Alright, next cut takes us closer to Guile and the kid, where we see a painting in the other end of the back wall. Okay, they're probably just sitting at the short end of the diner. That's fine. Here's our updated sketch. Okay, next cut gives us the rest of the counter. Couple weird things about this. First, what the fuck's going on with that food? It's layered over a spot on the counter where it would actually be literally falling onto the floor. That orange and the two bowls next to it cannot possibly be resting there. Second, just to the right of Guile, there's a rounded table. But like, if you remember 2 cuts ago, here, there's actually a counter just behind Guile and to the right. So, maybe the counter doesn't stretch that far, except, bam! Next friggin' cut, there isn't a counter at all. There's 2 purple half-circle seats with rounded where did the counter go? Where did this counter go? And then to cap it all off...
I can't pay you back for this or anything.
Yeah, you can. Call your folks.
Fuck it. Guile exits right through the seating. Just another lovely day at the... does that say Jew Diner? J-O-O, or like a J in a pair of glasses? I don't friggin' know anymore. What the hell do you want, Escher?
I assume you're aware of the International Street Fighters Tournament taking place in Chatterpur, India?
Right. big tournament in India. Shadaloo operatives may be entered into the tournament, and even the smallest chance that Bison might be there gives Guile a huge hero bone dog, and he's gone before Escher can even finish his explanation. But hold on. Was that Birdie? And actually, if you go back a little more, you can see that the artists had a friggin' blast in this episode, as we can see Relento, Carlos, and Maki from Final Fight 2 in the crowd. It doesn't even stop there. The Message is the Medium is friggin' cameo galore. You can spot Jay, Jessica, Hagar, Belger, Damned, Eddie cheering in the crowd. And as for the tournament's other fighters, as we got a quick glimpse of earlier, the friggin' Street Fighter Alpha cast. We already saw Birdie and Adon taking on one another, and there's also Sodom, Rose, Guy. Wait a minute, who the fuck is this guy? Come to think of it, it kinda feels like they're still missing somebody, huh? I mean, not like Dan or Akuma. They were intentionally left out since they were just secret characters in the first game, but like, who does that leave? I'm sure it'll come to me later. Cut to Blanca having a flashback of when he used to be human. Man, I really wish I could think of that last Alpha character that they missed earlier. Like, it's really driving me nuts right now. Anyways, Blanca. Blanca flashing back to himself as a human, a vest-wearing human with dog tags. Sorry, Sakura came in Alpha 2, right? That was her debut, Alpha 2. She, yeah, you're right. I thought so. So she's not the missing character. Okay. So, a vest and dog tag wearing human Blanca. Charlie, okay? Friggin' Charlie. I honestly couldn't keep that up any longer. They didn't include Charlie. And we all know why. Because the Street Fighter cartoon uses the movie canon as its base. So logically, despite the game canon saying otherwise, Blanca used to be Guile's best military buddy, Charlie, before he was transformed into the electric jungle monster we know him now as, Blanca. Then again, maybe not. The cartoon's actually taken care to delicately step around this subject. They've never called Blanca Charlie, or Carlos, but friggin' just look at him. He's just a recolored Charlie. But hey, you know, coincidence? I mean, maybe they're saving the debut of Charlie Nash for like a later episode or something. But till then, you'll just have to settle for this guy. Yeah, that guy. You know the name. Actually, you don't. The cartoon doesn't friggin' name him because he's a big jobber. A couple of other things worth noting in this scene, though. Blanca's wearing boxers with little lightning shapes on them. And then friggin' evil Dalsim over there with his eyeshadow and wearing a tie with little skulls on them. Just think about that for a second. Regular good guy yoga Dalsim is wearing literal baby skulls around his neck. But evil scientist Dalsim is wearing a tie with skulls. Anyways, there's like a tournament going on or something, right? Like a Torneo Moj.
I am the strongest woman in the world!
Yeah, Chun-Li quickly jobs out Sodom, which is actually kind of sad, really. Like, if we didn't already know who this character was, Sodom's appearance in this episode wouldn't even warrant him a proper rating on the Crawdad scale. Not named in the cartoon, no spoken lines, no offense. Same goes for Birdie and Guy when they square off with Guile and Blanca. It's just a total friggin' burial. Street Fighter Alpha came out just a half year before this episode aired. You'd think that, like, you'd want to maybe try and portray these characters more positively or take the time to show them off properly, get people hyped to play Alpha, sell them on the home port of the game that was coming out that winter. Instead, the Street Fighter cartoon's all like, Alpha, lol, fuck those losers. Meanwhile, Bison's in a nearby base of the week, and he made more monsters, I guess.
I did it! The destruction of the Street Fighters is at hand!
They respond to your voice.
That's what they're programmed to do, yes? Welcome, my trio of terror.
I don't know. I feel like this would be a bigger deal if we didn't already see like 6 monsters earlier in the season. Like you remember these guys? Yeah, who can forget squid guy, bat guy, insect guy, lizard guy. No, but seriously, the way this is being treated makes me feel like these episodes were aired out of order, because they're making a pretty big deal about this now, where the appearance of Shadaloo mutants got absolutely zero explanation or fanfare in the Getting to Guile episode. Anyways, Bison's plan is to sneak these new monsters into the arena, cleverly hiding them in a Capcom box, and then having them attack the Street Fighter A-Team in front of a live audience. I guess this event has no security in attendance because nobody tries to help them. And then, yeah, here comes your memes.
Oh, this is delicious!
You know, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one, Bison, but like, do you have anything a little more jubilant? Can you crank it up to 11? Do you have anything that'll get across the raw sexual energy that you feel in your aura as you watch those Street Fighters getting pummeled to dust?
Yes! Yes!
That's it. That's the Bison I've been waiting for. To me, it's absolutely no surprise that those two lines have become so pervasive in memology, especially within the FGC, for their sheer ridiculousness, for how over-the-top they're delivered, but also for how easily exploitable they are. You can find hundreds of variations and parodies of this clip, like, fuck, I made one.
Oh, this is delicious!
Do you like red?
Yes! Yes!
Bison even came prepared with a backup plan, just in case. He had Balrog fake footage of the Street Fighters desecrating the local temple so that the people of Chadapur would ultimately take care of the Street Fighters instead. Who knew Balrog was a master video editor, boxing gloves and all, with no mouse, in the early 90s? Fucking Shadaloo Tech, man. I wish video editing was that easy. So, of course the Street Fighters defeat the mutants and the tape is immediately released to the public. Let's see Balrog's work.
Wait a minute. Hey, we didn't do that!
My only problem with this, like, did anyone actually go to the temple and check to see if there was any damage? Like, real damage? I'd like to think Bison would have sent someone to actually do the damage he's framing the Street Fighters for, but The Street Fighters escape the crowd and go the route of wearing big beige robes to hide themselves, but like, the angry mob are actively looking for them. Then the next part's a little nonsensical. What? In the Street Fighter cartoon? What? That's crazy. What? Where they know Bison had to have broadcast that footage locally, so he must be close. And, like, Blanca had a clue of the trail they're supposed to follow, but then comments on how he lost it. And then there's this big fuck-off cut to a building that is clearly Bison's Base of the Week science lab.
No, I lost the trail back inside.
And they must know it, too, because the team split up. Chun-Li, Cammy, Ken, and Ryu acting as diversions for the angry mob, while Guile and Blanca immediately find Bison's hideout. They're too late, though, when he's already gone, but the Shadaloo scientist is there with a bomb strapped to his ankle. So while Blanca works on getting the anklet bomb off, Guile tries to do something about the broadcast.
Bison's control room.
It goes about as well as you'd expect. I mean, it's Guile. If he can't sonic boom or flash kick it, he's really out of options. They get the bomb off and Guile goes to deal with that, and they recruit the scientist to get on the telly and be all like,
I'm joking! Stop! Stop! Stop!
while Blanca helps his fellow mutants to safety. Guile flash kicks the bomb because...
Of course!
Guile flash kicks the bomb. The people of Chatapur are calmed, everyone's safe, everything's okay.
Thank you. So much for my 15 minutes of fame.
Cammy, you forget I'm the one who won?
Yeah, and who's asking for your autograph, sister?
When's our rematch, huh?
Fuck you, Ken. Next time on Street Fighter. Honey, I Shrunk the DJ. And more human Blanca shenanigans. It's Eye of the Beholder.
We await your return, warrior.